Today on Veteran Stand Up, we're talking about the opportunities and challenges for veterans who've been in the justice system. And I'm talking with Josh Nowack. Josh is the co-founder of a t-shirt printing company called Breaking Free Industries. He's on the board of Inmates to Entrepreneurs and has firsthand experience with the justice system. Well, Josh, you're a CPA, you earned an MBA from Duke, you've had experience with corporate America, but you've also been incarcerated. Tell us about your journey.
Well, thank you for asking and thank you for having me on here. My journey started traditional routes. I earned my CPA, went off to Duke, all that career was going up in a nice direction. 2008 mortgage market crash kind of happened. I was self-employed, started building a practice, and that worked for about 10 years or so. And what I realized is that I'm far better with managing taxes than I am about practice management. I made some financial decisions I shouldn't have done. I took some money that wasn't mine. And I'm a fairly bad criminal because I actually got caught putting it back. And then once that happened, then I found myself in the process of being divorced, then homeless, then having open heart surgery, all within a period of 6 months. So it kind of set the stage of how do I rebuild back my life brick by brick. So, yeah.
So
not a great story, but it is.
No, but once you got out, though, one of the challenges we've talked about was earning money. What were your options?
Well, I was going to be a Disneyland ride operator, but on background check, I failed on that. I started doing some youth sports refereeing, did that. And then admittedly, there really weren't any options. The real only option I had was self-employment, especially coming out of Duke and with the CPA. White collar folks would be like, hey, wow, I'd love to hire you. You've got a great attitude, but I just can't. And then more modest ways of living would look at me saying, how the hell are you here? There's no way you're going to stay here, no stocking groceries at the supermarket.
So you decided to open your own company, and one of the missions is to hire other folks who've been in the system as well as other veterans. Tell us about that, right? So it was like scary kind of going out on your own, even with your own experiences, right?
Well, it's definitely scary, but the other piece on that is I kind of figured if with my background I can't get a job, what do people who never got that real first chance, what do they do? And then when I think about some of the people with whom I was incarcerated, veterans in particular, here they're coming out they've coming out of the military, they don't have civilian training. What do they do? So I'm like, if I can get this thing up and running and I'm willing to look past whatever their prior mistakes may have been, we could really create something amazing and just let people found this company based on the idea of second chances so that we can rise up together. You don't want to hire me? Cool. But everyone genuinely believes in a second chance. It kind of gets a little bit awkward when I try and hire, like when we want to hire somebody else. Like if you've got your own business and you want to hire somebody who's been incarcerated, you might be a little uneasy about doing that. But would you hire somebody at arm's length to buy a shirt from them to support them in their mission? Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we found with Breaking Free, that often peer to peer, when we go head to head with competition, hey, you've got a cool mission, we're going to do business with you.
Well, tell us more about the business, the website, what you do.
Well, website is breakingfreeindustries.com, and we ink up any type of apparel. So hats, shirts, hoodies, shorts, anything that we could put ink on other than a human being with a tattoo, not doing that. But anything that we can do where we can put ink on cotton, we're going to do that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you so much, Paul.